We are living in the most confusing and challenging period of at least my life. There is no doubt that the way that we have fabricated society is just not working. Everything from what we eat and drink, where we go on holiday, the car we drive, the clothes we wear, the financial system, and where we live are being questioned, poked, and prodded. The cracks are beginning to show in every area of society. The societal systems that we rely upon for our normal, everyday life are far from functioning. It's a frightening situation for every one of us, something that will get far worse before it gets better. But as a human being, there are some fundamental realities that we need to own up to. The influence of mankind on earth is so profound that the world that we love and cherish, the world that we rely on for our very existence, is being destroyed before our very eyes. The future will be riddled with challenges and trade-offs which could have been prevented. There is no doubt that we'll look back on today and ask ourselves, what were we thinking? Understanding and being aware of the challenges of our time has exposed the ugly side of mankind, which makes us realize that we are part of the problem, which also makes us part of the solution. Although we think we do all that we can do so much more. However, it seems like the world is just not ready for change. We have to fight for those aspects of our lives that we value and cherish. If we do not stand up, they will be lost forever in the hearts and minds of the next generation. 2020 has been a year of change. Although we've known that the world is changing or that the world requires change, it seems like most of humanity has generally just ignored the challenges that we face, looked the other way, and pointed fingers at someone else as being responsible for creating the future. We face many challenges such as climate change, the challenge of waste, the human health crisis, water shortages, ocean degradation and biodiversity loss. And just like Donald Trump, this COVID thing is not going to go away without a fight. What we learn from 2020 and how we react should represent a learning curve that we must leverage in order to recalibrate our daily lives, prepare ourselves for the future and the challenges ahead. We need to find meaning in our anxiety towards everything that's going on around us, reframe anxiety into action, and solve the challenges of our time. If we do not learn from this experience, then we're destined to relive the same mistakes, failures, and breakdowns again and again and again. For those things that we have no control over, we need to learn acceptance, embrace the moment, and make the most of it. It's too easy to develop feelings of outrage, victimization, and anger. We should let these negative feelings go, as they are no means constructive nor offer a solution. Irrespective of if you like it or not, this is the new normal. For those things that we can control, we need to focus upon what's important in our lives. However, in order for us to make informed decisions, we need to reevaluate our values and beliefs. I'm very fortunate to be able to work in some of the most exclusive lodges in the world, located in some of the world's most beautiful natural areas. Now, many people would be tempted to think that I lean back and wallow in the luxury and the opulence of these locations, but this cannot be further from the truth. Working in these environments gives me the motivation to work harder, work longer and more intensively. It's this kind of situation which helps me transform anxiety into the motivation to fight for a world worth saving. It's driven me to write 9 books, workshops, and presentations that inspire and change the world. I used to think that if everyone experienced these natural places, they would realize the possibilities and become motivated to make a change. They would value the beauty and the inspiration that I see and feel all around me. However, if everyone visited these places, they wouldn't be special nor inspirational. They'd be more like shopping centers, crude, crass, shallow, manipulative, and always fighting for your attention. the next best thing for me is to take that inspiration and channel it into something that conveys that sentiment, but in a different kind of way. Through my work that I do, I hope to inspire more people to visit their local park, their nature reserve, or just nurture a pot plant on their balcony. My wish for everyone on planet Earth is that they find a natural space and just go for a walk, sit quietly for an uninterrupted hour, wander in the awe and the fantasia of nature, or just look up at the night sky and ask, what if? Visiting these beautiful places has made me realize that people have different relations to the environment. Some people are completely disconnected and completely unaware of the world around them. Other people are vaguely interested, but they don't pay too much attention. Their superficial perceptions of the world are a distraction to the true meaning of the environment. Other people have an outward flow of awareness. These are the labelers and namers. These are the people who possess a unit awareness and can name a bird, a tree, a flower, a rock, or a scorpion. But some people have an inward flow of awareness. They don't have to name everything nor understand any natural process. These are the people that can sit under a tree and feel a sense of being, a sense of belonging, and a sense of connection. I feel that we should all aspire to create an inward flow of awareness as it highlights our connection to the environment and ultimately infers value. We all talk about sustainability, but sustainability is not about saving the environment. It's about saving ourselves who just so happen to rely on the environment for our very existence. We need to reframe what it means to be human without being afraid to go beyond our humanity. I was recently watching a recorded Zoom meeting where Stephen Bruckner from Vulva Dance in Namibia was presenting his vision of the future. One thing he mentioned that was very apparent to me was a change in focus from doing to being. By doing, I mean the game drives, the astronomy, the walks, etc. By being, I mean reconnecting to the natural world in an authentic way. You've probably noticed an increase of people using open spaces since lockdown was lifted. Nature reserves, hiking trails, beaches and national parks. These people are not there to identify a tree, a spider, or an insect. They are there to escape into an environment devoid of chatter and hijacked attention. A place to get some exercise and fresh air. A place where they can sit quietly, uninterrupted. Today I see a revolution for the future. Never before have we been in such a position to solve the challenges of our time, and never before has so many people recognized hope for the future. People said, we need to get back to normal as fast as possible. But normal is what has got us into this mess in the first place. Erin Brockovich's new book, Superman Ain't Coming, echoes the fact that we all think that someone else will step in and sort out the challenges of our modern life. However, the future, as we design it, will reveal itself as we create it. Our only hope is to push ourselves towards the future rather than expecting to be pulled by some kind of magical and invisible force. If we want to have a glimmer of hope in creating a prosperous new world, then we have to create our own narrative of the world, a narrative that links facts to reality and reality to our vision of the future. I've noticed something very interesting happening. People like you and me are standing up for what they believe in and getting involved in community action. Can one person make a difference? Well, there are individuals who do make a difference in your community. Without them, what we see in our neighborhoods and what we experience in these natural open spaces would be a very different scene. Ordinary citizens have banded together to clean up our rivers. Open spaces are being protected by self-appointed citizens. Environmental and socially destructive commercial activities are being prevented by local communities. We are fortunate to have these dedicated individuals who jump in at all hours of the day or night to sort out these environmental and social pressure points. They don't get paid for this. They rarely get recognition. They do it because they care. This is where you come in. We all have to step up and contribute to the future in our own unique way. I saw a meme on social media the other day. There was a man walking past a pile of rubbish with a look of disgust on his face. The text read, "It may not be your rubbish, but it's your future." Nothing will change unless we first change ourselves. You can stand at a safe distance, pointing fingers and ranting and spitting fire until you're blue in the face. Or you can step up to your responsibility as a member of your community and jump in where you can and help make your small part of Mother Earth a better place to live in. What we do in the next 5 years will have a profound effect on the next 1,000 years. The choice is yours. Together, we can change tomorrow today.